Hello guys, welcome again to another tutorial. In this one, we're going to look at how to generate playlists in playlistcraft.com. In the platform, playlist generation is the process of creating a playlist basically, and it involves entering enough details so that the system can generate the songs for you. Right now, we allow you to generate 20 cohesive and blending tracks for that one playlist, and we enable either instrumental or with vocals. So in the sidebar you can see the playlist item. So when you click on that, you will see the call to action on the top right that says create playlist. Once you click that, you will see multiple ways to start, and in this tutorial we'll focus on all of them. So let's just click on that. You will see we have the three quick setup option, where you just describe your playlist in one sentence or two, and then have an option to let AI fill in the details, yeah, come up with the details for you. Or you have the other option, which is the manual setup, which you fill each field step by step, yeah, with of course some AI helpers for suggestion and some small generations. And then we have the third one, which is the chart setup. So we are going to start with the quick setup one. So once you click on quick setup, and then let's say I say create, or I want to create blues playlist. Just simple sentence like that. When you click on that, it's going to fill. Uh, so you can see everything is filled: the mood, the style, the description. So AI fills everything for you, and you are able now to, let's say, maybe you have different engines, right? So if we say we want dark gentleman blues, and then we now have this as a reference. So if we want to take the style from this generation engine, we'll just click generate from engine, and the details will be replaced with now new details. You can't edit that, so you'll have new details. So if that playlist generation engine said with vocals, then it's going to turn to with vocals default. uh, Negative tags, it's going to pick from that, even the Suno model that is selected from that playlist. So it's going to fill from that playlist generation engine. I hope we are clear with that. And then now here you are able to now select the personalization styles. Now in the previous tutorial we talked about all of these uh, presets. So we already selected the generation engine, so it reflected here. Now we can select a persona, maybe Jack, the render option. We can select, so we can select everything. We can select everything here, and then once we do that, we're just going to click create playlist, and it's going to check if you have enough credits to cover for this job action. So you'll see uh, this is going to open a new playlist ID, and you can see the credits have now been updated. So each playlist generation costs 55 credits, and that means after the playlist finishes generation, you will have 20 tracks, and with each track you get two versions of that track. So you'll have basically 40 tracks after this placed finishes generation. The second option is the manual setup. Now the manual setup is exactly like the form, but now this one allows you to go step by step. That is it. Nothing different. So it's just like how the quick setup showed after it was filled in that form, but now in the manual setup you are typing everything on your own. Yeah, so that's why I prefer the quick setup one, because it reduces a lot of manual work for you, and you still get the same thing. And then the third option, which is the chat setup. So the chat setup, once you click on it, we have an AI integrated into the chat, and let's say maybe like you can say hello. This AI can also refer to your database and see which playlists are already there. So for example, if I say so it will check, and it will tell you that you have this. So you can see this is the one that we just that is in the queue that we generated right now. So once it knows this, you can now proceed to say maybe like I want to generate a lo-fi playlist now. So it will guide you and walk with you through until it asks you the model, the mode. So you just keep responding and selecting until it will now ask you that all the details are here. Is it okay? So if you say okay, it's going to push this to the queue, and then your credits will reflect, and you will see the playlist ID page. Any question you have, you just ask it. If you want to change the name, if you want to change the language of how, for example, if the playlist is not an instrumental, it has vocal, it will ask you to also select in what language do you want that those vocals to be in. So it will just guide you step by step until you have all the details required for that playlist, and then it will push them to the playlist generation queue. All right. Yeah, so these are the options. Pretty simple, very easy for you. And with the personalization options, the presets help you to reduce like a lot of manual work in case you have a channel that you are managing and all the playlists need to be standard. So you can just create the generation engine and then just generate the playlists. You can also check the notifications to see what is happening. So if it finishes, you'll see the notifications. You'll see the notifications say render completed or playlist generation completed, and you can check. We are going to integrate also with email very soon so that you can just leave and you get a notification on email.